Everybody put your hands in the air and say, "Ah!" Lee shit. Welcome in, everybody. I am Commander Krim. Glad to have you here on this Friday evening. We made it to the weekend. Woohoo! We're here. And for me, it is a 3D weekend. I don't have to work on Monday, so woohoo! Next couple of weeks are going to be, actually, next 3 weeks are going to be, uh, on a general level, actually, probably pretty good for me. Obviously, next week I work only 4 days for my job. And then the week after that, I only work 3 days. And then I'm off for Thursday and Friday. And then the entire week after that, because I took it off for the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Well, not for that reason, but because it's coming out, then I just figured that would be a good time to take a vacation. That's not the reason I'm. That's not the reason I'm taking the week off of work. But yeah, so we are inching ever closer to Rebirth, and in addition to that, starting tomorrow, barring anything else, barring any of the plans that come up, um, I intend to start Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're gonna play on. Hopefully, I can get through the entire game on normal difficulty. Last time I tried playing on normal difficulty, I had to back out at Hell House to easy difficulty because I just couldn't do it. But yeah, we are going to start and do Remake starting tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. And yeah, that's the plan for it. Now, I'm pretty sure I can probably get through it within 2 or 3 days, so I'll probably have it finished by the end of the weekend. Barring how slow I go or anything like that. I know it's not like, I know a lot of the things that I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of like exploring or being lost too much because I have played. This will be my fourth time playing the game, so it's not going to be a absolutely raw run. But yeah, so what am I going to do after Remake? Um, I'm not sure about. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but what I would like to do for the remaining days, or at least like after we finish Remake and Intermission, I want to go on YouTube and we're going to watch it all together. I assume it won't be any kind of DMCA or copyright issue. We're going to watch Team Four Stars Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged. If you're not familiar with what that is, Team Four Star created the series Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is a parody series of Dragon Ball Z. They did the same basic thing with Final Fantasy VII, and they called it the Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged. It is absolutely hilarious. It is so funny, and I think it would be very appropriate to show that um, after we finish Remake. Um, it's pretty long. They completed the entire game, obviously. Um, so I don't think it's long enough for us to do every stream leading up to the 29th. But we're gonna watch that after we finish Remake Intermission every stream until we finish it. And then if there's any time or days left, then we'll just find something to do, whatever that is. But that is the plan going forward, leading up to Rebirth. So, without any further delay or anything like that, I think we're ready to resume today's game, which is Star Wars: The Old Republic for MMO Friday. Still think I'd change the name of that to like Multiplay Friday. So in case there's like a day maybe that a friend like BMO or something wants to play a game, maybe we don't play. Maybe we don't go. We may not be playing MMO that day. We're just gonna call it like Multiplay Friday. It's a little more alliteration, a little better wordplay. Multiplay Friday as opposed to MMO Friday. And if there's a day maybe I don't have a friend that wants to play something, I can play a multiplayer game of some sort. I don't know, pick something. I don't know, but whatever. But multiplayer Friday could be like the community day, the day I play with friends. community members, whatever. It's kind of the thought that I'm going with. I haven't decided for sure. Either way, we are ready to resume Star Wars The Old Republic, so let me get it loaded here. And we will jump in and go. Last time we finished, or we did the Flashpoint, which was the Republic version of the Black Talon, which was interesting enough, I suppose. Wasn't really anything amazing, but it's a thing. I think I kind of like the Sith side better, the Sith version better. The Black Talon mission was just a little more fun, I think, but. Don't worry, it's loading, everybody. It's a loading. There we go. And there we go. Oh, you can't see it. Well, let me remember to do that problem. Boop. Still the wrong one. Turn off that one and turn on that one. There we go. Now you guys can see it. We made it to Coruscant. That's right. The Galactic Republic has been betrayed. Led by Heron Tavis, many of the Republic's finest soldiers have defected to the Sith Empire. In the wake of this disaster, Krim Kaiser has been promoted to the rank of lieutenant and placed in charge of Havoc Squad. Eric Jorgen has been assigned as the squad's first new member. These loyal soldiers must now travel to Coruscant, the capital of the Republic, in order to begin the hunt for Tavis and his fellow traitors. Traitors to the Republic! Alright, that off. We have mail. So I need to find a mailbox. You have mail. Anybody probably older than 15 knows what I'm talking about. A lot of comfy chairs in Coruscant. Where the hell's the thingy? You must bring Sergeant Jorgen with you. How do I do that again?
Watch yourself.
I've got your back.
Cutscene.
Wow. Spend enough time on a backwater like Ord Mantell, you almost forget what a civilized planet's supposed to look like. I did my officer training here, back before I was deployed to Ord Mantell. There was still a fair bit of reconstruction going on then. Rebuilding things the Imperials destroyed. I still can't believe the Empire managed to sack Coruscant back in the war. The capital of the entire Republic, and they raided it like some Outer Rim mudball.
Command was idiotic then, and they're idiotic now.
Hindsight's always clearer than foresight, right? We'll never let the Empire take us by surprise again. Anyways, we should get moving. Don't want to keep anyone important waiting. Good luck.
Let's hunt.
We're never going to let the Empire take us by surprise again. And then in episode 3, Coruscant Spaceport. You look like a Jedi. Who are you? Anatole Rospar. Hey, Xander.
You're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I realize you can't discuss it, Lieutenant, but thank you for exposing the traitors on Ord Mantell.
Where'd you get that information?
People in the know stay that way by employing people like me. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
Just like this conversation.
Get to the point.
This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
I'm here on urgent business. I don't have time for political games.
This is no game, Lieutenant, but I'm not authorized to reveal more. You understand. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Immo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Can they not pronounce the name of this planet correctly? Coruscant. Visiting several, a couple that give speeders. No, I haven't done any of that. Alright, I'll grab all of these. Alright, I still need a mailbox. Why do I need to talk to this again? Not eligible for this conversation. Then why is it clickable? Whatever. This is my first time on Coruscant. Log on the game, log in the site account, then redo the redeems. Gotcha. Okay. That's not a new concept to me. Apologize for all the burping. That's why I'm late to starting the stream tonight. I had to take dinner. Still haven't found a mailbox yet. Thing going to tell me about strongholds.
You there! How would you like to live in a manner appropriate to your lofty status while also supporting the Republic? Strengthen your political connections and expand your influence in the galaxy like never before with your own strategically located stronghold. Use your stronghold to build a power base, guard against your enemies. Heck, throw a party, throw lots of parties. Make your success known. Is it hyperbole to suggest that owning and showing off a stronghold might be the most important thing you ever do for the Republic? That isn't for me to say. Buy your stronghold now. Do it for the Republic and for yourself.
I assume that I can't use the stronghold I have as a Republic character. It's the Senate Tower, alright. There's PvP. No, thank you. Production strongholds is this way. Okay. Let me go ahead and unlock the cantina over here. Okay, mailbox. Fort Garnick Medical. A man with radiation poisoning. Patrol found him out outside the gates of Fort Garnick holding a woman's corpse and screaming your name. He was incoherent when confronted and ended up in our med bay. Diagnosis was accurate. It was acute radiation syndrome. He died before we could do anything for him. Postmortem on the woman shows the same COD. We're still waiting on an ID, but I thought you should be informed ASAP in case any of this makes sense to you. None of us have a clue. Been a week since I did that. I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do remember. That was the human and the Twi'lek that was irradiated. We let him die because, you know, we're evil and all.
Being a good pilot's only half our charm, Captain. Need advice? I'm your guy.
Now I can ride. Interface editor. Let's enable that one. Already have the medical probe. Move this here. What is that? Heal of bolts. Why I don't have that one up here? Put that there because I can click that one and I can use this one to heal if I need to. Swap these. Reactive shield. Impact bolt. Okay. What's this? Naval bolts launches waves of blaster fire at up to 8 targets on a 5-meter area, dealing damage over the duration, weaken strong targets. Air reversement knockback with the hail bullets. There's assault cannon. 32 German cells duration. This is the time. Okay. Thanks, Xander. Hello, Archer. Welcome in. How you doing tonight? Okay, let's move this to 8. Let's move this to 5. And then 6. Actually, let's use the probe. Here, I don't know which button that is. But mouse 5. Yeah, it is mouse 5. Okay. Wow, it summons actually pretty quick, doesn't it? That's very fast. Okay. That's really good. That's really good. Interrupts the target's current action. I don't care about that. Yeah, assault cannon. That's right. We pour ass on it. We put salt in a cannon and we shoot it at your ass. This here. This up here. this is down here then. What's I got up here? Target cast bar, large tool tip. We put that here. World map can go here. Let's see. Alright, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm real good with that. First two are speeder mounts, third is a droid pet, fourth is a character flare thing. Okay. Alright. Let's go do something. I remember my map's over here now, not up there. I wonder if there's any equipment requisitions and specialty goods. The travel's currently not allowed, but I do have it unlocked, so I can use it if I need to, right? It's account wide, nice. Sounds kind of vintage. Sure makes them salty though, that's for sure. I don't know, I think I like my map better when it was up here. What if I move the chat box? No. I move the chat box conversation. No. Turn it. Alright. What if I put the map here? Will it still be okay? What kind of changes depending on what map is on the screen? Stronghold poster of Darth Krovos. You are... Oh my god, I can't read that. It's too high. Let's put the large tooltip back down here. Legacy vendor. I have no idea what that even does. I'd love to see if maybe there was any new weapons or anything available for me. Okay. Oh yeah, I never how did it... Okay. Stronghold's over there on that side. Then why do you want me to come down this side? Oh, this is the stronghold thingy. Jesus. This stronghold is deep within enemy territory and cannot be reached with the usual travel routes available to your faction. Would you like to hire a mercenary to smuggle you into the stronghold? $2,000. No, I'm good. Thanks, though. Thanks, though. Ooh. B-I-M-O. B-I-M-O.
Oh my god.
B-I-M-O. And BMO is her name. Oh. Hi, BMO. Good to see you. You can transfer characters between servers. Okay. There's a lot of requirements, as far as I know. It costs nothing to do. I wonder what kind of requirements they're talking about. My eyes are a little blurry. I'm tired. Okay. Good job doing whatever it is you were just doing. Alright, so I did that. Might as well unlock all this stuff, I suppose. Garden of Equality. Then, Magno-Active Quest can be Guild Leader. And other stuff that will force you to cancel stuff. Oh, active quests. Oh, okay, active quests. I got you. Okay. I don't have a guild. I think I do. You survey the entire map of Senate Plaza. Yay for me. Okay. Now, we need to do some of this stuff. Where do we start? Where do we start? Well, the taxi will take us somewhere. Starting a guild for subscribers and preferred is far easier. I haven't had a need to. There's really no point in me making no point in making a guild for just myself. I'm not going to join anybody's guild. I don't care about those kind of things.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
I don't really play very often to need a guild or join a guild. This is the first one on the list, so let's... Oh. Well, that's convenient. And let's start with this one and we'll kind of like work our way back.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You can't live on Coruscant and be an acrophobe. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You can't be afraid of heights and live on a planet like Coruscant. Oh my god. Crap ton of stuff to do in guilds. They can control planets. I think I've seen, like, when you go to a new planet, it says, like when I got into Coruscant here, it actually said Coruscant, no guild owns this sector or whatever. There's actually a lot that I haven't delved into in this game. I know there's some space battles. I think I've done a space battle once, but I don't remember anything about it. Oh my god! Just that point straight down. It's like, ugh. That reminds me of that one time I was on the Texas Giant roller coaster back in Dallas. Hated that thing. I don't get how people enjoy that. Some people enjoy the feeling of uncontrolled falling. I don't get that. That's something I'll never understand. Space battles is PvP. The space battle that I did wasn't PvP. It was like it was one of a slightly higher level than what I'm doing now. But I could like travel from one point to another, and I could like do some space battles. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure it wasn't PvP. Because I would never have touched it if it was.
Report your ailments.
Junk. This is crap. This is crap. This is crap. No influence games, so I don't care. Complimentary minor class mission experience boost. Alright, interesting. Only usable in player versus player environments. Goodbye. Let's get that shit out of here. Get that gone, get that gone, get that gone. I don't need force power. Get rid of that.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
That's no problem. Nothing uncontrolled by roller coasters. It is when you're sitting in it and you can't control it. Are these droids like paying attention to this Ugnaught? Here. But hold on to the ones that have no influence gain, in case you can always get a companion who will like them. Possibly, yeah. It'll be a long time though, because I just got a new companion, which is the first actual companion that this character class gets, and I don't like him, so I'm just gonna stick with Shea Vizsla. See what this does. Imperial probe droid.
Stay down. This is too easy.
Retrieve astrogation charge and eliminate Imperial and Sith forces. Apparently if you do a crap ton of achievements, you can get a Darth as a companion. Wow. Is that only on the Sith side, I would assume? I just yeeted him into non-existence.
Not even a challenge.
It would be kind of weird if you could get Darth as a companion on the Republic side.
Someone clean up this mess.
Damn, I am so powerful. I am so strong. We're not a Jedi. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Stay down! This is too easy.
the one that frees me from status ailments? That one, it's 0. Okay. If all characters on one server all tied to the same legacy, data will matter. I suppose that's true.
Thanks, stranger. Didn't think anyone else was fool enough to wander this pile of rubble. Stupid move, trusting some prig senator. Jedi temple's abandoned, he says. No one to fight, only trouble's getting there. What do we find? Battle droids, Imperial commandos, Sith. We're lucky all they did was take our haul and lock us in here to die.
You deserved it. You sucked.
Serves you right for stealing from the dead.
I'm no grave robber. The senator's got a rightful claim. Senator Starsnow's after a journal that belonged to his dead kid.
Starsnow?
Some bigwig Jedi fell during the sacking. Journal's all that's left of him. I feel for the senator and his credits, but those commandos have the journal now. They aren't gonna spare us twice.
There's nobody I can't handle.
We came in armed to the teeth. You think you can do better? Be my guest. Senator Starsnow's waiting near the Senate Tower. If you can get that journal back, he'll be expecting you. Thanks for the rescue. Come on, boys, this job's a bust.
Became armed to the teeth. You have like 3 guys with a vibro sword, 1 guy with a pistol, 1 guy with broken ribs. You did a great job of arming to the teeth. Instead of Jedi instead to be married. Okay, so we did that. Now we are doing... I go to the wrong one. Oh, the ruins, okay.
Challenge.
I'm shooting right between the legs of my companion. Looks like she's got him spread far enough apart. I'm not shooting her in the ass.
Someone clean up this mess.
We got the journal. We still need to retrieve the astrogation charts. Oh, it's an instance. Okay. Level 15, huh? Well, good thing I'm set. Good thing I'm 21. I mean, I'm actually 17, but whatever. This actually kind of difficult.
A challenge. This is too easy.
I need to tell Sean, yes.
This mess. Not even a challenge.
The only 2 U.S. servers, yours East Coast, mine's West Coast, even though technically I'm Central. Yeah, same. I'm Central as well. I don't remember why. So I've had this account for so long, I don't know why I particularly picked Satel Shan. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't have mattered either way because I'm in Central. I live literally right in the dead center of the state of the country.
This mess.
Darth Maul, is that you? But you're East Coast. No, I am not. I am in Texas. I'm in H-Town, Texas.
But I'm glad it's done. I owe you one. So take these credits. The Republic honors its debts.
Okay, now we need the Republic's most wanted. Beat me up, Scotty. Oh wait, wrong universe.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
There's 3 of them at that one. All right,
have a safe and pleasant stay.
You don't do any sudden nosedives. You're 2 or 3 hours ahead of me. Usually it means like Boston or whatever. Many streamers I follow are on East Coast, same time difference. If you're Central, then I shouldn't be ahead of you at all. I have 6:49 on my clock right now. 6:49 p.m. Alright, so this is what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, you gotta go. Whew, that's a bit of a walk to get up there. Alright, this will take a minute. Like another Star Trek reference to me. It looks like a warp core.
Pizza cannon loaded and ready to throw.
Hi, Josh. Yeah, I'm 3 time zones ahead of you. Because you're in good old Alaska. You know, the state that the good state that ends in ska. Hey, my saving time wasn't checked. Oh, don't get me started on daylight savings time again. The rant I can never having.
This is too easy.
Well, if you're, how can you be Central Time if you're an hour behind me?
And stay down.
Does New Mexico? Well, right now we're in Standard Time, so even if New Mexico doesn't observe daylight savings time, we should be on the same time if you're in a Central. What is that? Hulking Chthon. What is it? Elite Irradiated.
This mess.
Alright. That was something weird. Star bosses I typically steer clear of. I fought ones that were 10 levels stronger than, and I still kick my ass even though I'm recommending his ass. I haven't had an issue with that. I mean, yeah, sure, they've been tough, but not really dangerous. They've been the most challenging things I've had to deal with.
Not even a challenge. Someone clean up this mess.
think it helps I'm somewhat of a tanker class.
This is too easy. And stay down.
I did try to figure out the 2 levels for your character. The 2 levels. Just a shot at my own guys. What is your actually within this map? Oh, you're talking about this thing here? Yeah. I've been aware of that for a while. Yeah, the level cap of the world that you're, of the world or location that you're in. Yep.
Up this mess. This is too easy.
Wish that wasn't a thing. I'm okay with it. I'm actually okay with it because it means that you can't ever out-level the game, the area that you're in. Then you become overpowered, and the game's just not fun at that point. You go into a a level 20 zone, and you're level 30. You're probably going to wipe the floor with almost everything. But it still makes you. It still gives you the advancement and progress of the level that you normally are. So you're still gaining the experience, you're still gaining levels, and you're still gaining abilities that you would have at that level. So normally at 17, I probably wouldn't have some of the abilities. Normally at 17, I probably wouldn't have some of the abilities that I have, some of the skills that I have. So it's nice to be able to be level 21, playing at 17 and still have my level 21 skills. I can fast travel up there? That's great. I want to keep walking. I want to fight stuff.
And stay down! up this mess.
Wacky thing I found out has to do with my GERD issues. The meds prescribed by my doctors do nothing. Eventually, I asked my wife if she had anything that might help. She gave me her menstrual pills, and believably, that killed the GERD. Well, it depends on exactly what's in those things, which I've never really taken the time to look into it. But if it works, by all means.
Not even a challenge.
I don't know if I should be impressed with this guy or how I should feel about him. He's crouched down, facing this way, shooting this way, but his lasers are going that way. That's some real talent. To be able to shoot behind you literally without even looking. If it works, it works. I'd say maybe it's something you might want to tell your doctor about. Say, hey, took my wife's menstruation pills, and it helped. Is he supposed to look like he's? Is this guy supposed to look like he's like being cautious of something? Because it looks more like he's trying to do some kind of weird dance.
Hail to the glory of the apparatus. Welcome to the hallowed walkways of the great works. I am Osiris, the chief engineer. I serve the great machines, the true rulers of Coruscant.
Sure, great.
I was wondering where Coruscant's true rulers were.
Indeed. And if you travel further, you may witness them for yourself. These machines are the vital organs of the planet. Biologicals are merely parasites, totally dependent on the infinite energy of the Great Ones. But discord emerges among the exalted masters. The stationaries grant sustenance to the biologicals, but the mobiles long to destroy our kind.
I don't need to hear this insanity.
Even when your life is in danger, understand this. One of the stationaries, Thermodraft, is in great pain. He's melting down, but the mobiles will not let me help him. When he dies, thousands of biologicals above will die with him. His energy will be unleashed.
Everybody dies eventually.
Yes, but the death of Thermodraft would be tragic. So many depend on him. You are only a mere biological. But perhaps you could help save Thermodraft. You'd have to release the control valves on his steel skeleton. Do this and matters could be set right.
I can handle it.
Thermodraft lives farther down into the works. You'll see him. He is astounding to behold.
This guy is taking machinery and making it seem sentient and alive. I think you beat yourself in the head too many times with those tentacles hanging off the back of your skull. Or Boba's ancestor. What about Django? Actually, it'd be even before Django, wouldn't it? This is like, didn't somebody tell me this is like 2,000 years in the before episode 1? Yeah, Django's ancestor. Great granddad. Probably Mystic Razor's doing it too.
Someone clean up this mess.
Level 22. before Bainesburg. Yeah, this is like a couple of millennia before the events of
Then
episode 1.
stay down. Not even a challenge.
This is why it amazed me sometimes the technology still looks very similar. Even 2,000 years in the future, Star Wars tech doesn't really change, I guess.
Then stay down. This is too easy.
Oh, I'm good, yeah. So we did that one. We still need to release the control valves up ahead, so...
Someone clean up this mess. Not even a challenge.
I echoed it when I wasn't even close enough.
This is too easy. Someone clean up this mess. And stay down.
Evan and Bane lived just over 2,100 years apart in the Star Wars timeline. That's a bit of a gap. Just a bit.
Not even a challenge. This is too easy.
So we need to go up here and then go left. Woohoo. Oh, missed a turn. So thermoplast is in here somewhere.
Someone clean
I
up this
clean
mess.
missed with all those shots.
And stay down. Not even a challenge. Too easy. And stay down. Someone clean up this mess.
I need to keep my eye on my energy cells. I'm actually draining them really fast. Evan was originally Sith in Coda 1. He mechanically turned Jedi by Bane's time. Bane found Darth Vader's holocron and based his entire Rule of Two philosophy on Revan's teachings. Yeah, I know he was like, because they actually talk about Revan in this game. on Droman Koss, there's a whole thing about him and his disciples and all that stuff that have come from it. And there's this whole thing about he's the epitome of balance with the Force. He's a Sith that also has Jedi ways and so on and so forth. I mean, I don't so much. I know I'm tired. That was part of it. Okay, oh, it's a switch. Right? Yeah, switch. Boop, boop, beep, boop. Well, I'm bored. I can't imagine I'm dehydrated because I got a water. I have a bottle of water over here, a water bottle over here that I've been sucking on. I'm sure tired is all it is. It's Friday. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. I got a 3-day weekend coming. No, actually not overheated. Actually quite comfortable. Got a fan blowing on me. AC running. Actually quite comfy. Certainly not feeling overheated. Which is a nice change compared to what I normally am. Still one more and it's right there, isn't it? Yep.
This mess.
Subconscious boredom? Very little I can do about that. Activate super teleportation powers. Poof. Fuck. Seriously, is it this?
I have been awaiting your return, biological. I feared for the fate of my lord. I heard his cries grow silent. Tell me that means you saved him. Tell me the great thermodraft lives on.
Let me explain gently.
That machine owes me for his life.
Praise the Maker. I don't know what I would have done if Thermodraft died. The machines have given me many amazing gifts. Take this one. May it serve you as you have served Thermodraft.
Uh-huh.
You better hope it does.
I must return to my duties now. The great machines need me, and I am proud to serve. Glory to you, Biological, and glory to the great machines.
Yeah, someone tugged on your head tentacles one too many times in your life, I think. They're both exactly the same. They're both rating 38. They're both 7 endurance and 2 power. They both have the same description. Healing an ally or damaging an enemy has a 30% chance of gaining 52 mastery for 6 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 20 seconds. They give me 2 options for a reward, but the rewards are exactly the same. Burnout. I think he's just tired. Like I said, Friday, and I'm off for 3 days, so I'm just kind of like unwound. And also, you know, I'm whenever I get on stream, I'm very relaxed. This is my happy place. This is my happy locale. With you guys over here in the chat, looking at you guys up there, this is my happy place. This is where I'm most at peace, anywhere else in the world. That probably is. That's probably most of it as well. Okay. Speaking of stuff, I got a bunch of stuff I should probably open. That. I don't care about that. Crafting materials. Small influence gain, sure.
Thanks. Thanks.
Nothing else to give her right now. This contains armor. Yeah, that's better. That's the same. Keep forgetting I can use this now that I've unlocked it. Okay. Just a card territory. That's actually the first time I've ever seen a quest that actually offered 2 of the exact same reward. I've had plenty of time where I've had 2, an option of 2 different rewards, sometimes even 3, I think. And that's the first time I've ever seen them be exactly the same in every way.
Finally, military assistance. I'm Fez Burba, scientist notary of the Republic and planetary consult to the Galactic Senate. My current project could alter history. If my theory proves correct, I will be the most famous scientist who ever lived. Consider this. We all know the Imperial bombardment of Coruscant wreaked havoc on the infrastructure. But what if it also damaged the planet's very core?
The bit I find most annoying is when a quest rewards me with gear I can't use, like heavy armor, but I can only use medium adaptive. Yeah, that is a little bit irritating. I guess at that point you would just sell the gear and buy the... And have to buy the equivalent.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I assure you, it's not impossible. The bombardment of Lexus 9 created a rift beneath the surface that caused unprecedented cataclysms. Everyone died. It is crucial that I get seismic readings from the lower levels, specifically from the works sector. In the spirit of scientific inquiry, and on behalf of the safety of the Republic, I need you to perform this critical mission. Prove my theory correct, and the Senate will grant me a substantial endowment for further research. I will give you a generous reward as compensation.
If your theory's incorrect, what happens then?
I will still pay, of course, but your compensation will be significantly less. All that's required is that you take the Burba Seismic Activity Reader, my invention of course, and use it in the works.
Write its name.
The reader is both accurate and user-friendly. The challenge will be in the journey, not in the science.
Sure. Honestly, start storing them in stronghold storage as shared to all characters in the server. Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Alright, what do we got over here? Beastmaster of Coruscant.
Not even a challenge. And stay down. This mess. This is too easy.
Just a car injustice. Cute. Wait, what? Do I need to do something with somebody in Gontor? Go to Lurin Gontor's shop. Where's Lurin Gontor? I'm currently stuck with only one crew skill per character. I can't technically start each character with a crew skill that complements the other characters.
Excuse me, you don't look like a Justicar. I hope. The Justicars say they're protecting us from the Black Sun, that they're better than the gangs, but they're not. I hate them. You're really not one, right? I don't want to get in trouble, like Brayden did.
I'm not from Coruscant. I'm not in any of the gangs.
Please, can you help me rescue Brayden? He's my brother. He's only 15, but they think he's older. They say they indentured him because he broke one of their stupid curfew laws. So they lock him up all day and make him shoot the Black Sun all night. He's going to die!
Who exactly has your brother?
They're, I don't know, cops or soldiers or something, but they act like just another gang. Please help me. To get to Brayden, you'll need some special belt they all wear. It's the only way to get past the security field where Brayden is. Please, please bring him back to me.
I didn't realize that was a kid. I thought it was just a very short adult. That's not even an enemy. Well, this is closer. So we're going to do Trouble Indeed while we're here.
Clean up this mess. And stay down.
The kid knows how to bypass security system. You know they're seriously lazy. That's true.
This is too easy.
Very true. I feel weird because that girl, I thought I was like, oh, she's kind of cute, and I realized she was actually a girl. I'm like, oh god, I feel weird now.
Too easy. Not even a challenge.
Really? No loot that time. Alright then. Alright, what do we got over here? Killed in custody.
Soldier? Special Forces? Oh, beautiful, baby, beautiful. Just what I need. So my name's Pouse, right? And I'm a journalist. The only journalist down here who isn't afraid to dig up the truth. I'm on something major with these Justicars. I'm gonna blow the lid on all their tyranny and oppression and show all of Coruscant what they really are.
I try not to argue with lunatics. If you say you're onto something, that's great.
Hey, if it's crazy to love freedom and hate totalitarian thugs like the Justicars, then yeah, I'm plenty crazy. I'm working on a major scoop, a clear-cut case of wrongful arrest, illegal imprisonment, and unjust execution. Proof I need is just out of reach, though. I need a fearless hero to get that evidence. I need you.
Why come to me?
Because I can tell. You're brave, you're tough, everything a hero of freedom and justice should be. Raquel Lysanis, son of a wealthy family, arrested and executed without trial or explanation. He's the key to everything, the catalyst to the dirty little secret. Nobody's talking about Raquel's death, not the Justicars, not his family, nobody. So I need the facts, straight from the source, the Justicar Tower, and that's where you come in.
You want me to charge into a highly secure facility to do what exactly? Look around?
You better believe it, buddy. We're going all the way here, all the way. Interrogation droids, they're the key. Justicars use them all the time, and they record everything they see. Find the droid that recorded Raquel, smash it, and yank the memory core. You can check the core on the Justicar computers to make sure you've got the right one.
Couldn't I bring the memory core back to you? Can't you read the thing?
But what if you end up with the wrong one? You wouldn't want to have to fight your way back in. All right then, as soon as you've got the recording I need, bring it back here and we'll show Coruscant the truth about these Justicars. Good luck, buddy, good luck.
Be surprised when Mitchell looked simply older and younger. I mean, yes, I know that much is true. There was a co-worker I had back in when I was working in Dallas, who, unless you looked at her face really, not saying really closely, but you looked at her face closely, you would have thought she was 14, like at most, because she was very petite, very slender. You would have thought she was like in late middle school, early high school, but she was actually older than I was, or am. Once I was heading home from work at a bus stop, met a woman and her daughter. Her daughter looked at the very least 15 or 16, but I earnestly believe she was 5. Jeez. I've known guys to have like early growth spurts and be like ridiculously tall. I've never known women to be that way, or girls.
Better watch your weapons, Lieutenant. Everyone's desperate for them in Justicar territory. Agent Reed Gandon, Strategic Information Service. Notice anything odd down here? Like how quickly the Justicars took control? Weapons and armor don't just materialize out of thin air. The Justicars have a supplier, and it isn't the Republic. You follow?
I'm not sure I understand.
The Justicars are too well equipped for a volunteer militia. I think there's more to their story than keeping the peace. Whoever's got the weapons runs the show. The SIS needs to know where those supplies are coming from. The Justicars control their own shipping dock, and I'm sure they keep records. I just need someone who can handle an ambush to get them.
Sounds like you could use a soldier.
Get those records to me as soon as you find them. You don't want to get waylaid by the Justicars.
Okay. Alright, let's do this Trouble Indeed. Everyone I thought were my age, but tend to be much younger, much older. I mean, I'm sure pretty much anything is possible, but I don't know. It's just it's weird when my head sees someone like her and like, oh, she's kind of cute, and then it's like reveal that she's actually a kid. It suddenly makes you just go, ooh, I should not have thought that. I feel weird. I mean, in a way, I kind of... that the lady I was talking about at my work that I said looked 14, but she was older than I was. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I found her attractive, but it was kind of weird at first when it was weird at first because, like I said, she looked like she was 14, and it was just like, well, I know she isn't, but it's still kind of weird. It's still kind of weird saying that I'm attracted to her. Wrong, that's true. And in a slightly different sense, don't judge a book by its cover, kind of thing.
Up this mess.
A lot of shit here. I'm sure it probably is. Probably the obvious difference is the fact that, you know, I'm not attracted to guys, so I probably wouldn't see a guy that looks younger or younger than he is and make any kind of thought about attractiveness or anything, because it's just I'm not attracted to guys, obviously. So I did the initial attraction, if you will, wouldn't exist. Targets first. Guys.
Someone clean up this mess. Not even a challenge.
We're under accept this in the world. Seems like this guy is straight and working for person. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it either. I'm just saying that I just don't.
This is too easy.
I can't. I don't see guys as attractive. I just can't. I could have destroyed that explosive. It's like, you know, I've been told by women that men like George Clooney and Brad Pitt are hot guys. I have to take their word for it. I just can't. I can't see a guy as attractive. It just my brain doesn't like process it that way. It's sort of like, you know, on a different kind of scale. It's sort of like looking at an inanimate object and calling it attractive. Like, I think that's an attractive desk. Well, you know, does my brain doesn't process a desk as attractive. So it's the same thing with guys. I can't like process guys as attractive. And it's not a homophobic thing or nothing like that. It's just, my brain just doesn't work that way. I don't know if a guy is good looking or not.
Not even a challenge.
More in comparison to them versus the celebs they see as hot. I just used Brad Pitt and George Clooney as an example because they were people that everybody should likely know. I've known women to talk about guys that are not celebrities that I knew personally and said that they're attracted to them, or they think those guys are attractive, and I just again don't see it. I just see them as men. That's all there is to it. Well, the only way I would probably ever see any attraction or find a guy kind of attractive in any way is if they have some kind of feminine features for whatever reason. Which I know there are some guys that just naturally have feminine looking appearances, and vice versa with women. Some women look more masculine. God, there's 3-star guys up there. This could be a problem. There are some celebrity guys. I've heard they're hot, but I don't see it. I just think it's just the way some people are wired. Like, I'm sure that for the most part, women probably see other women the same way. They probably don't see attractiveness in other women. They just see another woman. I mean, but then again, women are like, this is more of a primal thing. Women are naturally supposed to be more visually appealing than guys, so it's possible they can actually see an attractiveness in a woman, or a woman being good looking or not. And I just mean like on like a base level, not like talking like a woman looking at another like a supermodel and not being able to tell she's hot. Well, yeah, it's a supermodel, obviously. Same thing for guys. Male supermodels are obviously going to be hot. But, I'm just being like on normal society, normal people. He's a cool guy, but I don't see how he's hot. And, I don't either. Isn't he kind of overweight anyway? But also, I know that this is a fact. This is not necessarily this is not a subjective thing here, but women often find attractiveness, for lack of a better term, below the surface easier than guys do. A guy may be subpar visually, but if they're very funny or as shallow as it is, very rich, or whatever other subsurface reason, they will see them as hot, even if they are visually not hot, but they're attracted to them for that other reason, whatever that is.
Not even a challenge.
That thing that they do, like Jack Black, for example, being funny, possibly they find that humor makes them hot. You talking about me? Well, Jody, if you're considered hot by ladies, then sure, I am talking about you. Thank you so much for the 4-month subscription. I appreciate that. Mess. I've stopped trying to tell you guys to not sub because you're going to do it. To not sub and get bitch because you're going to do it anyway. I've actually thought about putting like a little bar down here on this lower section to kind of show more appreciation for people who are donating. Personality I can accept, but attraction based on money just tells me they're gold diggers. Well, unfortunately, I can speak from experience that I was rejected by a woman because I didn't make enough money in her opinion, and she went with a guy who was far less attractive than me just because he made more money. And I don't want to say I'm defending her, but I can sort of say that it wasn't a gold digger thing because she wasn't exactly.
Stay down.
Name lost. She wasn't exactly a. She had her own money. She had a lot of money that she saved up over the years of her life. her grandparents owned a very lucrative company that she is a beneficiary of when they pass. She has stock in very, very, very lucrative companies. All she's got to do is sell them, and she can probably live without having to use a job, without having to work a job for the rest of her life. So it's not like she was, relying on him to be a gold digger. I mean, by definition, yeah, probably, but she didn't need his money to live on. She had her own, and she was quite financially secure. But she chose him because he had money. Happy wife, happy life. They're all gold diggers deep down. I mean, as societal norms go, the guys are supposed to be the breadwinners. They're the ones that are supposed to be out doing the jobs, doing the work, bringing home the money, bringing home the bread. Hence why they're called breadwinners. So, by societal norms, that's kind of how every woman is wired. Makes sense. No, I'm not saying that's how every woman sees it. That's not how every relationship goes. I'm sure there is a number of relationships where the guy is the stay-at-home dad, if you will, the homemaker, and the woman is the one that brings in all the money because she's got a really good job or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I couldn't live that way. I couldn't live with I couldn't live at being a stay-at-home.
Fantastic. Now, I get a lawyer.
I couldn't live with being a homemaker while my girlfriend, wife, whatever, is the one. Stop talking! I'm talking. Is making all the money. I just couldn't live that way. I need to have a little more control than that. It's a little control freakish, I know, but it's just not how my brain operates. This is slightly better. Replacing the one I needed to replace. I need 54. Which one's 54? This one. This one's 54? I think. This is the 54. Okay, so this is the one I want to replace. That was so confusing. I dream of being a stay-at-home dad. I mean, like I said, everybody has their own way to do it, and those who choose that way, there's nothing wrong with that. That works for you. Me personally, I'm either the breadwinner or we both share. Let me say it like this: I'm not going to support a woman by myself. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. We both have jobs. We both make income. We both either she has her own money or she makes her own money. That's how it works. What is this? Plasma grenade. Lobs a plasma grenade that detonates on contact. Dealing 94 to 124 kinetic damage up to 8 targets at 8 meters, and igniting the targets on fiery plasma. Oh yes, please. What the hell is that? I got another ability down here. Concussion charge. Deals 51 to 78 elemental damage and pushes up to 8 enemy targets away from the trooper. Oh, it's a melee skill, essentially. Okay. Okay, I think I want that up here. I'll put the plasma grenade down here. Put the clickables on 5 and 6. Yeah, 5 and 6. Actually, this is a charge up. So let's move this one here. Yeah. There's 4 and 5 are clickable. 6 is the charge up, which follows up, which is a 7, which 7 is a follow up. In that we are different, I'm totally content with being the guy that doesn't control all that much, too much stress over that I wouldn't want. Reason more to do with my lack of ability to control stuff. I mean, I'm not truly a control freak. Not to the level of what I feel is like what actually identifies as a control freak. I've known those type of guys. My father was one. I knew a woman whose baby daddy was that way, which is why she finally left him. So much so that she would like stay, like maybe she would go out with her coworkers after a day at work, and she would come home and he would go, where you been? She would tell him that she was out with coworkers, and he would ask, well, were there any guys there? She goes, yeah. He goes, well, I don't like that. That kind of that to me is control freak. I'm not that level. That's also paranoia to an extreme. Cool.
Not even a challenge. And stay down.
That's an extreme paranoia, obviously, but I'm not that control freakish, but I wouldn't like the idea of having a woman support me. Like, only. Like, if she makes more money than me, I'm not so prideful that bothers me. I don't care. I know there are some guys that absolutely can't stand the idea of their woman making more than them. And that's just ridiculous to me. As long as she makes her own money, I don't care if she makes more than me or not. As long as she doesn't judge me for not making as much as she does. As long as she doesn't judge me for my lack of income compared to her, I don't care if she makes more than me. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a succinct way to put it, and very accurate. I like to be in charge, but not obsessive. That's a very good way to put it. Thank you. Sometimes I describe things, you guys break it down more succinctly than I can. I got a lot of junk. Only usable in PvP environments. Get rid of that shit.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
How much time is left? 9 minutes on the experience booster. Excuse me. And again, it's just like, I don't like being beyond. I like having her have all the control of like the income. That's just because I'm, at this point in my life, I'm so independent. I can't imagine, quitting any job that I have unless I have a shit ton of money. Just because she makes a whole bunch. I just couldn't. I couldn't think about life that way. It just doesn't work for me. But I'm also not going to do the other way around either. I'm not going to support a woman.
Someone clean up this mess.
Support my girlfriend, wife, whatever, and make all the money. I'm not doing that. I've done that more than once in my life and didn't appreciate it any time. I've met obsessive types, and dear gods, even narcissists don't seem like that.
Too easy.
Well, this particular guy that I'm talking about, he was both obsessive and narcissistic.
Not even a challenge.
Obsessive, narcissistic control freak. One time he was in an argument with the woman that I was talking about, and they were talking about their kid.
Someone clean up this mess.
She was making the point that when it comes to matters of the three of them, the child should always come first, and I completely agree with it. The child always should come first. He says no, the father always comes first. I'm no father. I'm certainly no father and will never be a father. But, no, that is not right. Star Trek doctors worst to first.
Someone clean up this mess.
I can only really rate the shows that I've seen, so that's kind of, it's going to count some of them out. But I would say of the ones that I know, I would say worst would be the doctor from Discovery, whatever his name was. I don't remember names. Beverly and McCoy. Then I would say probably Bashir would follow up. Would be next from like least to most. It was like a tier list kind of thing. Probably Bashir. Then I don't really have a huge list. So it would be just TOS, TNG, Voyager, DS9, Discovery. Oh yeah, and Strange New Worlds. So I know 6. So I'd be able to name 6 doctors. I still say that I'm with I have the same ranks with the doctor from Discovery, followed by Bashir, then Doctor, I don't know his name. I forgot his name. It's been too long since I've seen the series. But the Doctor from Strange New Worlds, he would be next. Then Beverly Crusher, then McCoy, then number 1 would be the holographic Doctor from Voyager. So, those would be this. Oh yeah, Enterprise. I forgot Enterprise. Yeah, okay. Phlox would probably be. Phlox would be just. No. You know what? I'm gonna put Phlox just lower than the Doctor from Strange New Worlds. I like the Doctor from Strange New Worlds just a little bit better because he has this badass persona about him because he was heavily involved in a Klingon war, or in the Klingon war, and he has some PTSD with some Klingon related stuff. So I kind of like that flaw in his character. So I like that a little bit better than I do Phlox. Phlox is pretty cool though. I do like Phlox. And then number 1 would be the Voyager hologram.
Up this mess.
So I guess in the forward order, it would be holographic Doctor, the MH. 2 would be McCoy. 3 would be Crusher. 4 would be Doctor from Strange New Worlds. 5 would be Phlox. 6 would be Bashir. 7 would be the Doctor from Discovery. For their intelligence? Yeah. The reason I rank Bashir so low is because mostly because I don't really care for the sudden, oh my god, they did in one of the last seasons where they're suddenly oh hey, by the way, Bashir is so smart and everything and so skilled and everything because he's an augment. He was genetically augmented. I didn't really care for that. They couldn't just let him be, just really naturally talented. They have to give him some kind of genetic augmentation in order to give him a reason for being so good. He couldn't just be a natural genius. If they didn't do that, they didn't add that story arc to him, I probably would have liked Bashir a little bit more. Try to rank them as the ones I know of versus Dead Last was Bashir, McCoy, Voyager, hologram, and Beverly Crusher. Maybe like Beverly's replacement of her a few years better.
This is too easy.
You say Beverly's replacement, dude. I'm talking about season 2 when she was replaced by Dr.
Stay down.
Pulaski. I didn't like Pulaski at all. Pulaski was supposed to come off as a a TNG version of McCoy, and she failed. The actress is a nice lady. She seems like a cool lady, but she did not play a very good like, pseudo McCoy. That was her intention. That's what the intention of that character was supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a McCoy type doctor, and it did not come off well. The actress was super hot in the 60s with the original series. Damn, she was fine. But as Dr. Pulaski, it didn't come off well. Not to me. I'm glad they only kept her on for one season. Diana Muldaur is really the actress, by the way.
And stay down.
I don't know if it was the writing or what. I just did not like. I didn't like Diana Muldaur's character. What antidote did Beverly ever make to save the world? That's true. She never did that. Again, I don't hate Bashir. I don't hate Bashir. He did a lot. I mean, he discovered how the Jem'Hadar was addicted to the Ketracel light. He did a lot of really good things. He did a lot of incredibly good things. But he lost a lot of points with me, mostly because the writers thought he needed to have some kind of superhuman ability that was genetically given to him instead of just being like a really good genius. He couldn't be a genius. They had to make him genetically augmented. Remember, I found to be a hypocrite a lot of times because she was trying to guilt trip Worf into donating to a Romulan involved in his parents' murder. I feel that they unfortunately never really wrote Crusher very well. I mean, there were times where I thought she was okay, but I think her character was always lacking in some way for some reason. At least when you compare them to the Next Generation spin-off series, like Voyager, like DS9, those Doctors were definitely written better. They were definitely written better. Crusher in the show and even in the movies was very underutilized. And then of course there was also that episode where Beverly Crusher decided to fuck a ghost.
Not even a challenge. Someone clean up this mess.
Stepmom sex appeal though, yeah. Gates McFadden, very hot woman. Very hot. Oh my god, she's hot. Like, she was also a redhead, had me turned on too. She was fine.
And stay down. Not even a challenge.
Although I gotta say, as far as crew members go, like, you know, like Starfleet, actual Starfleet crew members, I kind of have a bit of a boner for B'Elanna Torres. I mean, obviously, 7 of 9 is the... 7 of 9 would be my Star Trek waifu, without a doubt. There's not a single woman in Star Trek that's hotter than Jerry Ryan. But she wasn't a Starfleet crew member until much later. So, just going on Starfleet crew members, B'Elanna Torres for me. Yeah, that episode was terrible. It really was. I think they needed a filler episode, and they thought, well, we haven't had an episode involving Crusher in a while, so let's give her something interesting to do. Let's give her a planet where a bunch of Scottish people or Irish people, I forget which one it is, colonize a planet. A ghost takes over a body and fucks an entire generation of Beverly's ancestors, and that's going to be an episode. We're going to have Gates McFadden air humping a CGI ghost. That's going to be our filler episode for this season. T'Pol, well, again, T'Pol wasn't Starfleet until later, but T'Pol's okay. T'Pol's okay. I prefer Jerry Ryan. I think she's hotter than shit, I forgot what T'Pol's actress's name was. Can I go in here? This just looks like a shield. How do I get past this? Yeah, it's a wall. How do I get past this? I need to get in there. Actually connecting with the calls factors as well. But, no, she was not Starfleet. First of all, you have to remember that in Enterprise, there was no Starfleet. It was just the Earth, what did they call the... Maybe they did call it Starfleet. I don't think they called it Starfleet. I don't recall. But even whatever they called it before the Federation, because it wasn't the Federation, she was not part of it. She was Vulcan. She was part of the Vulcan.
This is too easy.
The Vulcan team. She was only supposed to be. She was on Enterprise as an observer only. She was not part of the. She was a part of the crew, but she wasn't a part of. She wasn't there as representing Starfleet. Enterprise there was Starfleet, but Federation was the thing yet? Okay. I couldn't remember if Starfleet was actually called Starfleet in Enterprise early on. I know that the Federation didn't exist yet. But yeah, she wasn't part of Starfleet. She became a member of the crew, but she was still a representative of the Vulcans.
Stay down.
She didn't join like officially until season, was it? I think it was season 2 or 3. I think it was season 3 when they went into the Expanse, because Gary Graham's Vulcan character didn't want her to go, and she abandoned her position. She resigned her role.
Not even a challenge.
To the Vulcan Academy or whatever she was supposed to have to stay on the Enterprise. Federation is the Alliance of the Planets. Yeah, right. I didn't know that's. I thought they might have called it the Earth Alliance or something. I didn't remember if they actually called it Starfleet early on. But yeah, I get what you're saying about T'Pol, just like in general, not necessarily like any particular thing. But yeah, as far as like overall characters, I get your affection to T'Pol, but I still think 7 of 9 is hotter than T'Pol.
This is too easy.
But as far as like actual Starfleet characters,
and stay down.
It would be B'Elanna Torres for me. Because Roxanne Dawson was just, I don't know. Amazingly, she was actually in her 40s when she, if I remember correctly. She was in her 40s when she did Voyager. Damn, I've never been attracted to 40-year-old women, but now.
This is too easy.
Actually, it just became. It still remains Starfleet. Starfleet is the fleet of the ships. So the Enterprise, the Reliant, all the ships belong to Starfleet. They're just under the banner of. They fly the Federation banner. Like there are civilian vessels that don't fly that are not under Starfleet, but they still fly the Federation flag because they are a Federation vessel. They're a Federation civilian vessel, not a member of Starfleet. Trip died, yeah. They a lot of people didn't like that either. A lot of people didn't like the last episode because it was kind of forced, and it didn't have the same epic ending as almost every other series of Star Trek with their series finales, which I kind of get that. They probably